Hello, everyone. Welcome to Durrett Stick. Let's get started. So we have a winner of the Super Bowl, and it's Tom Brady. He pulls a LeBron James, if you will, going to a new team, having to work on those chemistry issues and the slow beginning, going through the ups and downs, but ends up winning a chip for the new team and to get his seventh ring. So remember how I said that both tackles for the Chiefs being out is what concerned me about the Chiefs. Well, now you understand why I was concerned. Mahomes hardly had a clean pocket, and to me, they also played really conservative because of it, which also affected things. But and also Tampa played some pretty good defense. I'll give them props. But I will say that if it was any other QB besides Mahomes behind that O line, they would have gotten shut out most likely. That's how bad it was. So it's something that I expected could potentially happen. That's why I wasn't thinking high scoring per se. I was thinking kind of lower scoring. Now the Buccaneers still got what they wanted. I was a little surprised there, but I knew the Chiefs were gonna struggle to grudge. Didn't figure it'd be that much. I will say that the refs definitely gave a couple of touchdowns to the Buccaneers, if you will, but I'm not gonna go over the specific plays or specific instances. But I will say that out of Andy Reid team or Bruce Arians team, I'm surprised that the Andy Reid team came out like undisciplined, bunch of penalty stuff. I'm surprised because they're usually not like that. That was kind of the most shocking thing about the game in general. Was just how undisciplined it seemed like they were. And now for the Chiefs and their offseason plans, it's very clear that they need to get some O-line depth because the backups who came in the Suepr Bowl to replace the two tackles didn't do anything to solidify them potentially starting if any of those tackles have to be out at the beginning of the season, especially Fisher, who tore his Achilles at the end of the season. So he'll probably be out at least at the beginning. That's something I would do. Um, if I were the Chiefs, I would desperately get a corner in this draft because they got burned a lot. So, but and by the way, as far as the Mahomes and GOAT argument, it's like I'm not saying it's over quite yet. Obviously, like I said, under the circumstances, not 100% healthy, like we get it now. If Mahomes can make it back to the Super Bowl next year, 100% healthy, and then win it, then you got to continue the conversation. Now it's the thing with the day when we get back to the Super Bowl next year, and it's not because of health. Then it's like, okay, now you maybe have something there. So I'm gonna kind of I'm not gonna dismiss the argument, but I'm just gonna kind of put a pause and hold on that argument. I mean, now for the Bucks, as far as their offseason plans, it's kind of be interesting. So they have a lot of people on one-year deals like Leonard Fournette and Antonio Brown and stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting to see kind of what all happens there because I don't think they'll be able to keep everyone per se. So if I'm the Bucks, what I would do is that if for some reason Najee Harris or Travis Etienne is sitting there with the last pick in the first round of the draft, if I'm the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, especially if it's Najee Harris, I go draft them and let Fournette go, just that you get more younger at the position. And also, I feel like both of those are more explosive than Fournette is. Although Fournette obviously scored a touchdown, did pretty well in the playoffs, but I feel like you can get an upgrade there. If not, then you can always draft an eventual heir apparent after Tom Brady. Although it looks like he's going to be playing until 50 at this point, so I'm not sure if they're going to do it or not. But it wouldn't be such a bad idea. And there you go. I'll definitely talk more about this as the week goes on. But those are kind of like my immediate thoughts as of right now. Okay, so the NFL awards were announced last night. Now I'm going to reveal if they got it right or wrong. And the one thing you have to remember is that this doesn't account the playoffs. So therefore, and this is based off regular season, kind of like the NBA, if you will. So with the Rookie of the Year, the winner, they Justin Herbert, quarterback from the Chargers, and I obviously agree that this is the clear winner. I know Trace Young was good. I know Justin Jefferson was good. I know even Joe Burrow was good. But Justin Herbert showed the talent that makes you say, well, if he does this next year or he improves, then his team will be in the playoffs next year and competing in the playoffs. That's how good he was. And then defensive rookie player of the year was Trace Young, which that's obvious winner there. Offensive player of the year, that goes to running back Derrick Henry. Now, obviously, that playoff game was abysmal against the Raiders, but again, we don't count playoffs. So just based off regular season, he performed really well. We all thought he was the star of the show last year, what he did for Tennessee Titans, especially in the playoffs in that run that they had at the end of the season. But to now surpass 2,000 yards after that incredible season for last year, and also doing it on a franchise tag. So that's not like the franchise, I would say, still didn't 100% believe that you can do it again, what you did last year, and you proved them wrong, so good for you. So I feel like they should now pay him, not overdo it, because again, he's a running back stuff, but give him a good, modest contract, like a Christian McCaffrey type of contract. And then I know there's other players that could have won this award, like Josh Allen, Mahomes, Rodgers, and then even like a Alvin Kamara or Stephon Diggs or something like that. But I agree. I'm fine with this winner. Defensive Player of the Year winner, tackle Aaron Darnold. I know some people will say T.J. Watt from Pittsburgh should have won it, and I can also make a case that Xavier Howard, who had 10 interceptions for Miami, most in the league, by the way, and was a definition of a true lockdown corner. I feel like he could have won it, but in the end, I'm fine with this choice here. I don't have any big issues with it. Now. If he were to keep on winning it, then I could get a voter fatigue, and I would have to raise a concern there. But as of right now, I'm fine with it. Coach of the Year, Kevin Stefanski for Cleveland. Now I know there are clearly good choices, like Bills coach McDermott, who did good. Brian Flores, who got third, he did good. Andy Reid and Mike LaFleur, like they both did good, but this is the clear winner here. The Browns have been irrelevant for a very long time, as we know. They made the playoffs and even beat Pittsburgh on the road, and almost upset the Chiefs. So this is a well-deserved award for them, and the team is headed in the right direction now. The question is, where can they go from here? Well, that'll be a fun question to see. Comeback Player of the Year winner, quarterback Alex Smith for Washington. This is such obvious winners, no need to explain here. And then the MVP is Aaron Rodgers. This one I definitely agree with. Now, I know the Packers literally had the same results as last year, but the way Rodgers played last year versus this year was vastly different. He played like the Packers made a mistake drafting Jordan Love. I know Josh Allen deserved consideration, and even Mahomes, but I feel like this was the right choice here. So in the end, this is kind of an actual rare occasion where I actually don't really have any major disagreements with any of the award winners here. So how about that? Oh, yeah, and congrats to Russell Wilson for winning Walter Payton Man of the Year award. And to the former football players who got into the Hall of Fame, like Peyton Manning and Calvin Johnson, stuff like that. So congrats to all of them. So one more thing I want to talk about is we'll transition to basketball real quick here. So LeBron and other stars have come out recently and talked about how there shouldn't be an All-Star game. So here's my take on this. I actually agree with them that there shouldn't be an All-Star game. If you're not either use it for resting players and stuff, which I'm fine with, or use it to make up a lot of the postponed games that's already happened so far. That would have been a perfect time to do it. So that's what I feel like they should have done. But I mean, if LeBron and Giannis, if they decide they don't want to be in an All-Star game, fine with me. I mean, think about it now. It was all because of injury reasons, but KD, Kyrie, Steph, and Clay, all four of them were out for the All-Star game last year. And did the All-Star game miss a beat? No, it did not. In fact, it had a very good ending. So I feel like we could still have an All-Star game and still go through the process. Like I said, if LeBron or Giannis or a few other stars want to sit out, fine by them. But unless the NBA decides to reverse course and not have an All-Star game, then continue on. Let's have a fun All-Star break. So that's my podcast for today. Please subscribe to my channel. Tell everyone about me. Thank you very much, and y'all have a wonderful day.